Hey guys. All right, so tonight I put a quote on there. It's a quote by Robert Louis Stevenson, the great author. It says, "The world has no room for cowards." And there's many connotations to that. To that quote. And I take it in many different ways. The first way I look at it is you have to be bold in life. You have to take chances in life. Sitting complacent, we talked about create something last week. Being complacent and sitting in a situation that you are unhappy or stagnant or there's no growth. You have to be bold. You must take chances in your life. Without risk, you don't attain anything. And everything you do is a risk. As a child, standing up and walking, learning how to walk is a risk. You're going from, there's that great riddle of the Sphinx from Oedipus. What walks on 4 feet by day, 2 feet in the afternoon, and 3 by night? It's the great riddle that the Sphinx poses, and it's man. As a child, you're on all fours. As an adult, you're on two legs, and then as you get older, you're with a cane, so you have 3. So that quote, Robert Louis Stevenson, the world has no room for cowards, I take that on many levels. First, I take that personally, to be bold and to be fearless in the face of your life. I'm looking around, guys, I'm walking, so I'm just checking the lights. I'm watching lane, don't worry, I'm not going to get hit by a car. So be bold and be fearless. The other way I take it is, look, there are a lot of cowards out there. People that hide and judge you from, obscurity. It's one of the things that the internet, the quote-unquote freedom of speech. Yeah, there's freedom of speech, and I support that. But when you start slaying and attacking someone from anonymity, and I'm talking about vicious, attacks, I have a little issue with that because the person you're attacking is visible, So have the courage to stand up and talk. And then confront. If the person doesn't want to talk, then they don't want to talk. But hiding behind things, and I'm not saying all of those, attacks are bad, or all of those things are not just, but the idea of hiding and suppressing other people, to me, is not a workable thing. And when we start listening to those little voices, or those, the gossip and all of that kind of stuff, you only know something in life if you've experienced it for yourself. So, I've talked about this before. You know someone, say their name is Bob, and you're having a conversation with Bob, and you're about to go and meet a woman named Mary. And so you've never met Mary, you don't know who Mary is, you know who she is, but you've never met her, right? And Bob goes, "Oh my gosh, Mary's horrible, and she does this and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da." Well, you're going to go meet Mary for the first time. You have no idea what Mary's like. All you know now is what Bob thinks of Mary. But oftentimes we take people's opinions as truth without ever experiencing them for ourselves. And then you could meet Mary and go, "Oh my gosh, Mary's awesome." And maybe there was some problem that Bob and Mary had that Bob got upset about, that wasn't resolved. But it's not who Mary is to you. That's what life is. So when we listen to others without finding out what the truth is, without knowing the real facts of a situation, we're listening to gossip. We're listening to, in fact, a coward. Someone who doesn't have the wherewithal to actually go and say, "Hey, you know what? I've done the research and this is what it is, and here's the research." Or, "You can achieve this. You can go and achieve your goals." So often you hear people, for actors and people in the entertainment world, "Oh, it's the hardest job in the world. You're never going to make it." Da-da-da-da. Those kinds of negative thoughts, negative words, usually means that there's a failure in that person's life somewhere. That's what I have found. That they themselves may have wanted to achieve it, but couldn't. So then by diminishing or taking shots or not letting you survive and be the hero in your life, they are in effect bringing you down. We talk about this a lot. So that's one aspect of it, So I just encourage you to find the truth for yourself. God knows I've been through hell and back, and most of what is out there is skewed, to say the least. So I don't even worry about that. But what I do when I look at people and I meet people, I find the truth for who they are. I look at them for who they are and what they do. You know, I don't judge, I accept. And I think in our world, acceptance, you know, when you look at the politics, when you look at Clinton and Trump, you know, and the lambasting that's going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, it's like none of that's good. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter if you're voting for Clinton or for Trump or for neither of them. You know, that kind of rhetoric does not build a positive world. And that is pervasive throughout our lives. When you turn on the news, I don't even watch the news, guys. Turn the news off. Turn it off. Don't listen. Don't listen to the gossip. Don't listen to the bad stuff. So acceptance is key, you know, acceptance of and understanding. So be the hero in your life. If somebody is different or somebody has something that you don't understand, instead of being the naysayer, go talk to them, learn about it. Because maybe you'll find something amazing about that individual or about their belief system or about their lives that you didn't know. People are pretty incredible beings.